Cosy cartoons.
Today we're talking about Magilla Gorilla. It's a Hanna Barbera cartoon from the early 60s. I want to say 1963, 1964. Commissioned by Ideal Toys, Hanna Barbera put together a series of shorts that also included Pumpkin Puss and Mushmouth and I think Loopy de Wolf. But you can check me on that. Magilla is Yiddish for a long, complicated story, which is very cool because it is a running gag. It's a play on how much is that doggy in the window, only it's a gorilla. And eventually, the pet shop owner, Mr. Peebles, he knocks the price down to 2 cents. So sometimes he gets picked up, but usually by the end of the story, whoever picked him up brings him back. Mr. Peebles feels sorry for him. I just think he's going to be a lot of fun to draw. And I'm going to do something new this week. I'm going to take my final drawing, and I'm going to take the drawing that has the breakdowns, the shapes, and I'm going to upload them to my Patreon site, and they're going to be available for free. So you can print them out, you can trace them at home, and you can learn to draw Magilla Gorilla on your own. Most of the designs for most of the Hanna Barbera characters was done by Ed Benedict, and a lot of the characters either have a top hat or a bow tie or something, and usually their personalities came from something that was popular in the culture in that day. For instance, Flintstones borrowed heavily from Honeymooners. And there's even a story where at one time Jackie Gleason was going to sue them, but friends talked him out of that. And I think the same thing happened with baseball player Yogi Berra. So get some paper, get a pen, and get ready to draw, and then check out my Patreon site. And I had something else and I completely forgot. I'll probably bring it up again while we're drawing, but I'm glad you're here. Let's get started. All right, so here we are. Here is my finished Magilla Gorilla that I showed you quickly inking, and now I'm going to break it down into shapes. And this week, you'll be able to go to my Patreon site and you'll be able to print this off for free, and hopefully that will help. And then you can use those sheets to trace and to learn about shapes, etc., etc. So, his body, and we're going to start there. His body is like this. Almost has like a bowling pin shape to it. Bowling pin shape. And then down here, a couple of short, stubby rectangles. And then the shoes kind of fan out like ovals. But then you've got heels. He's got heels. So these are old, they almost look like sandal shoes almost. His arms, he's got gorilla arms, so they come way down. So he's almost dragging his knuckles on the ground. And then the other one we only see a portion of. So you can see the thumb there. Now the head, and we'll zoom in for this. The head is a small oval and then a big oval. Small oval and then a big oval. And his little hat is easy enough. The brim looks like a long rectangle that's been bent. And then a half circle there for his derby. His ear is about here. Eyes about here. And then from this point in the nose, you're going to fan out. And then this is kind of tricky. Like so. He's got his bow tie. Got suspenders. His pants. He even has bow ties on his little shoes. Okay. So, now we have blocked out some shapes. And of course, like I say every week, then we're going to go back over those shapes. And when we go back over it, we might make changes, which is okay. And you want to be in an area where you have a lot of light. And you might even want to get, you can order this off of Amazon. It's like a light box. It makes it easier for you to trace your drawings. And believe you me, even the pros use their light box. They want to trace, they want it to be as close to perfect as they can get it, but it takes a long time before you actually get there. So, let's break this down. So we got the hat here. Remember I told you the bottom, that brim was like a long rectangle that somebody just bent on the ends there. And then the top of the hat, it's like a half circle almost. Then we've got the head shape. It juts out this way. And then I'm moving his eyes over just a bit. And then his nose is an oval, but it comes up there. Comes out here like a... And then we'll put the bow tie here. Got his suspenders. Then his arms come way down, almost to his feet, but not quite. And then his chest puffs out. And then you can see a part of that other arm. Suspender comes down like a Y. And then he has little bow ties on his shoes. All right. So I would take this one and I would trace it again and again and again, making changes, making little changes as we go. But you get the idea. So there we have Magilla Gorilla this week. I'm going to take these drawings and I am going to put them on my Patreon site. I'll have the address down below, and then you can print those out yourself, trace them over and over and over and over again until you can do it without even looking. And hop on YouTube and look at the intro to Magilla Gorilla, those songs. And I'm sure you can find the complete collection on Amazon. They're a lot of fun. Thank you for being here. God bless you. See you next time.